help make money.
Okay guys, what's going on? I think it's been like a day or two since I made my last commentary or what have you, and I was just kind of showing you guys, or since I'm doing the whole from scratch or progress vlogs or whatever the hell you want to call them, or what I want to call them later on, I thought it'd be a good time to make one. So I just did Runescape, and I got one quest point with this guy. He's the guy who I killed with a staff of light a long time ago. I know I made a video of it, and I probably still have it up. If I don't, I took it down. But just doing a quick little update of what I've been doing. Just did a little bit of fishing, since I don't have money, and I was kind of thinking, how the hell does money kind of come into the game in the first place? I mean, there's like a good, let's say 50,000 people playing the old servers. Maybe not even 50,000. Let's get like 10,000. Let's just say for the sake of conversation. Ooh, sorry. You got 10,000 people playing the game. Now, almost all of them are just training their skills. The only way you can really get money is by like pickpocketing people or buying and merchanting stuff. But I was just wondering, like, how the hell does the money kind of come into the game in the first place? It's like, who has the most cash in the game right now? Like, how does it start? Like, how did they get it all? I know merchanting is gonna be baller money now. I can get back into that finally. Which reminds me, I need to freshen up with my scripting skills so I can get my auto talker working again. Because I'm on a Mac and there's like no bots for Macs, or auto talkers for Macs. So like I have my own little script for the auto talker, which is basically an auto typer for like coding or whatever you want to call it, if you're like repeating a whole bunch of codes. So like I was saying, agility was probably fun fact, right after I did that video, I kind of was looking away when I was fighting an imp and I died, but I wanted to stay there until I was like 42 agility or something, but I died at 30 and I was like, you know what, it's probably meant to be. And then I started doing fishing, so I can get my own food. I haven't cooked my shrimps yet. They're just kind of sitting in the bank. That's the thing. It's like all of my stuff I'm getting. It's like anything I find, I just throw in the bank. When you do this, like you can't do, and you get that little pop. Okay, it's not giving it to me now, but you get like a pop up, like you need to do something. So, like, what the fuck. Yeah, you get that little pop up. And your prayer will not drain as long as you have it activated. I don't know why the hell they don't have that, because that was very helpful from what I remember, especially in the fight caves. So that, I got 10 strength. I don't know if I had that before. Probably did. Got some wood cutting and fire making levels, and that's kind of it. And 30 agility. That's kind of my highlight. Right now I'm mining. I need to get 50 smithing, 42 crafting. Is it? That's a waterfall quest. Oh, by the way, if you want to get into combat, there's a clan's chat. It's this one right here, stunts 1337. It's always almost full though, so it's kind of hard to get into. But they're just a whole bunch of like level 3s or really low levels, and they just do the waterfall quest together. It's like they just kind of do a humongous raid, and like one of them dies or something, but they get the quest done fast. So if you want to do that quest, do that. Once you do it, you get 30 attack and 30 strength. You get that much XP. You get 13,736 or something. You get enough to get like a 30 combat stat. Since I'm already 10 strength, I was kind of hoping it'd get me to 40, but I know it's not gonna get me to 40. So I'm gonna stay at that. The thing, I was really considering getting 60 attack, especially. I need to know what that old D-skimmy looks like right now. Is it the old school one? Because like I had that shit as my freaking my pointer mouse thing, because I loved the way the old D-skimmy looks. It was like the most proest weapon in the game. It was my all-time favorite weapon. That and like a DDS obviously, but that weapon just looked straight up like beastly. Like that with like ghostly robes and rushing with like a DDS and all that stuff. Oh. It's giving me wood right now. You don't even know. So I'm gonna get 60 attack, but at the same time I want to start off being a Gmaul here. But I don't want to get 99 strength with the freaking Runescape. That's gonna take so much longer than a D-skimmy. especially considering that a D-skim is gonna be the best weapon for trading strength. Since God or what do you call it? Grand Exchange does not exist. I mean God Wars does not exist. I honestly can't wait to get like 70 range and 43 prayers so I can get a fire cape. And I want to see what kind of Jad it is. Is it that really old Jad, or is it gonna be the humongous Jad that's like in all the servers right now? Or is it? I know it's not gonna be that new one. I don't even remember what that new one looks like. It's something weird. But I've never fought the. I think I've fought it once, like the really old Jad. I've gotten to it once and I died. That was my first time ever getting that far, and it took me like 8 tries on that account. Or I think I logged in as I was paying for it to be done or something. It was really funny. But that old Jad was just, oh, I want to beat him up so bad. And it's like you can do it with like even like 40 range, but it takes like 3 hours to do it, and you need like a really good bonuses and all that stuff. That's why it's like I'm gonna get 70 range and do it with a crossbow, obviously, because maybe a magic short bow with rune arrows wouldn't be too bad, but rune arrows are nobody even has rune arrows yet. Like I was just thinking of that raging sword. I don't even think anybody has Addy arrows yet, or even 40 range, or done Dragon Slayer for that little plate. But for a fact, I know I'm not getting defense anytime soon. I got a lot of questing to do though, so I can get some of these stats up. If anybody knows of any other quests other than like the waterfall quest, and there's one that's like the Dorks quest or something. It's that guy in Falzor that's like lets you smith there, and you just give him what is it? You give him 6 clay, 4 copper, and 2 irons, and he like gives you like 50 something smithing or something. I'm just getting 15 mining right now, so I can go mine some iron and do that, and then I'm gonna use all these runes I got for making air runes. I'm gonna make my own runes, I know that for a fact. I wanna be able to make laws soon. Let's see, what do you need for laws? I think it's like 30 something, right? 54, oh my god. That's gonna take ages to do. 54 rune crafting, especially because nobody really has the rune. I mean, people are selling like 1,000 something essence and what have you, but it's like 8 GP each or 7 GP each per essence. And considering the max cash I can get right now is 10k from that thing, I don't see that happening anytime soon. Unless I start like merchanting essence or stuff, because I know there's people already merchanting. I'm probably gonna go look into that like right after I get 15 mining over here. Just to see like who has what and kind of start with it. But I really need to get some HP levels so I can start getting a little bit of cash so I can really start merchanting, because I want to look into that. Like I don't want to be held back just because I can't buy like a good stack of essence or something, so I can make my own laws. I want to get my own runes and just train my magics, because in the long run it's gonna help me. It's gonna be really cheap, but it's gonna take longer. But I just want to be able to PK right now. It's like I need 94 mage for barrages. Obviously my long-term goal is 99, but that's not gonna happen anytime soon. I'm just gonna go for 82 for now, and then 94 after I get that. It's like, how do these guys have the GPs? Okay, so I'm gonna do you guys a favor. Basically this is where I would end the vlog right here. But I'm gonna go see how the hell merchanting works. And basically you guys, I'm gonna let this thing record just so you guys can see what I'm doing. So like how I learned like what merchanting is kind of, and this is basically how I guess you can quote unquote say a pro does it, because I used to be really good at merchanting. Like I turned 10 mil into 100 something mils. Like I don't know if I told you guys that. What world is this? Oh no, what world changed? It's like 322 or something. Hold on. We're gonna hop worlds real quick. Okay. 327. Looks good. It's got like the best. It's kind of froze on me there. The whole thing kind of froze. Nope, it's changing worlds. Okay. I'm gonna open up my laptop here. Log in. Oh, dropped my water bottle. Wrong password. Oh. Wrong password. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna just take a look and see how the hell the prices are. Excuse me. Mind runes are buying and selling, which makes sense because mines are for like all the low level spells. People buying and selling red berry pies. Strength damage 6k. People just buying runes, buying mind and air runes, 15 each. Oh, they're selling them. Buying 420 air runes. Air runes are gonna sell, obviously. Iron arrows, like wars, and essence, myth. Strength enemies are gonna be big money because they're buying and selling for 6k. So you can buy it for 5k and sell for 6k. Get like 10, that's 10k right there. Selling bronze kites, 150 each. Nobody's gonna buy that. Selling black skirt. Don't even bother just getting rares like gold trimmed and all that stuff. Like, don't even bother getting into that because so many people don't have that, or so many people are trying to get them. Like, the prices are just too crazy, and they're not gonna sell for as much because that guy's selling for like 60k. But at the same time, that's probably a good amount of cash right now. Mining all diamonds, selling lobs, 45 each. Damn, there's lobsters. There's people fishing lobsters already. That's like 40 fishing, isn't it? Let me check. Yeah, it's 40 fishing. Jesus. It's like 40 fishing and 40 cooking. Selling 3 cakes, 700 each. Cakes, you got all the newbie foods you're gonna sell for a while. Lobsters selling 50 GPs. Need a black arm member for Shield of Arab. I need to do that quest too. Selling bronze axe, 200 coins. Somebody just died or something. Just died. So I'd recommend getting mithril plus armor and weapons and merchanting that for now if you can afford it. Or ores and questing supplies and newbie foods. Foods is probably not that big of a margin. But in big numbers it is, but I don't think many people are going to be doing big numbers right now. So even merchanting, I'd say don't bother rushing into it yet. So I'm going to go and bank and go back to mining. For now, I'm going to get 15 mining, do that quest, get a few smithing levels, and work on my smithing for a bit. That's what's gonna happen for now. But I mean, merchanting is really complicated when you, especially when like it's a total reset like this, because nobody has any set prices and everything's gonna be really cheap or really expensive, just depending on the nicety or stupidity of the person, to kind of say. Because let's say you're the only one that has like the black skirt G or something, you're not gonna want to just sell it for like the 10k or whatever. You're gonna be selling it for like 50 like k, because nobody has money. Because 50k I think would be considered like a really good amount of money right now. Like if you're 100k, that's like worth to having like a couple mil or like 100 mil. I'd say 100k is like 100 mil value right now, but that's my opinion. Because nobody really has cash. From what I'm seeing, I don't know who's the richest. I don't know who's what, because I've only played for 2 days. Like I was on all day Friday, and I'm just getting on now, and it's 3 o'clock on a Sunday, and I'm just gonna get 15 mining, 15 smithing, 20 fishing, and then like 20 cooking. Like that's my day's goals right there for this. And then just like rune craft all the runes I got and get whatever. Maybe get like 20 or 15 rune crafting. And maybe I probably won't have enough runes to get some mage levels. I'm gonna wait for this stunts elite I've seen it die out a little bit, so it's not like currently full all the time. So I'll probably wait another day or two until I do the Temple of Iwok and just keep on skilling until then. So again, I'm gonna go mining and then do the quest to get a few smithing levels. Then maybe get like enough smithing so I can smith iron stuff. So I can start making. I'm gonna make my own ranged throwing knives. Because that's literally the fastest thing to do for range. Like, who the hell's gonna use arrows? Just get they're gonna be wicked expensive. I'm just gonna make iron throwing knives for range. Probably until like 70. I'm not gonna even lie with that because that's what I did on my tank. I did 99 ranging just using iron knives. But then again, I did do aviances for like 10 levels from like 82 to like 92 and made like 200 mil doing that. With mithril bolts or addy bolts, and that was actually kind of fun. It was kind of interesting doing God Wars Dungeons aviances because you get a lot of drops from them. First couple of days, the first couple of days, in my opinion, a Grand Exchange would help, but at the same time, it's like trial by fire. It's just kind of throwing you out there. It's like, here, you guys are gonna just start fresh, and there's no Grand Exchange, so you gotta go to Varrock. I'm guessing world 372 or 327, or there's another world. I think this is a Denmark world. There's one for like the United States. I don't know which one. Just go on the worlds that have like the highest populations if you want to do any trading, and go to Varrock or Falador or West Bank, because in the old days, Falador West Bank used to be, World 2 or World 1 in Varrock. Those two were like the spots to do like all your trading. But then again, this is all speculative work or just thoughts. I'm not 100% sure what's what right now. I don't think anybody is too sure either. I don't know why the hell Rex says we can start like fresh. It's like at the same time I see it because it is kind of fun starting fresh, but at the same time it's so much work you gotta put back into it, and it gets boring very fast. It's like, that's why I don't want to stop like doing this commentary right now, because I know when I stop it's gonna get really boring again, because doing commentaries is actually really enjoyable, even though there's like 10 of you guys watching this video. It gets like 100 something views, but it's like 10 likes. I think that's the most I've gotten in like the last couple of days. It's like one video got, or the one I was like, how do you make cash in 2007, they got like 10 likes within a day, and I'm like, damn, that's probably the fastest I've ever gotten likes, I mean, there's definitely been some days where I've gotten like 12 likes, but yeah, oh well. So I don't really ask for likes too often, because I know the more I ask, the more people are not gonna like it or do the opposite. So I just kind of just say subscribe if you like the content, and whatever have you. So I'm gonna work on that, and then maybe get into Hunter so I can do some Chinchampas, and probably Herblore to make my own potions. Those two skills are gonna come a little bit later. And then construction, maybe. I don't think I'm gonna be working on construction anytime soon, because that's just, it's way too expensive to get into, and nobody has the cash. I honestly don't even think anybody even has construction yet. I want to check it out right now, actually. Old school high scores. Let's see who the number one guy is. Excuse me. Some people already have construction. I don't think so. Overall, let's just click construction. I don't think anybody has construction. Yeah, nobody has 1 XP for construction yet. I can probably just get like 2 XP for construction, and I'd be like the number 1 construction player in the game. That'd be kind of cool to do, actually. Just be number 1 for something for like the stupidest reasons. Even to make like one little thing is gonna cost like 10k to get like a room, and then you gotta make like a little workshop or something. And that I'm not gonna waste my cash on that. I'm gonna let my ego sit aside for a minute and just get some stuff done. Honestly, if you guys are like me, I wouldn't recommend you go wasting your cash and just buying supplies. I'd recommend making your own supplies, because cash is very lucid. I don't know if that's the term I want to use right now, but it's very fluctuating, kind of, because nobody really has any set prices. There are people merchanting, and this is probably going to be what makes or breaks merchants right now, like the really good merchants. I'm going to stay away from it right now, because I honestly don't have the time, because it does take a good amount of time. You just literally sit there and see what people are buying and trading for what. It's like getting into the whole stock market game. You gotta sit. You can't just like go and buy something on an instinct. Some people can and they just get lucky, but you gotta sit and not observe for a little bit and see what sells, what doesn't sell, how much sells for what. And it's hard because every day there's people that are like no lifing this game and just getting better and better and better. So they need higher supplies, or higher quality supplies like admin instead of mithril. Like the first couple days, everybody's buying and selling iron, and now this is the third day and everybody's buying and selling mithril. Like that's the hot item right now. In a couple more days, it's gonna be Addy, and then it's gonna be a rune in like a week or two, maybe even a month, because nobody knows how fast people are really progressing. It's like yesterday or the first day there was like a whole bunch of people on. Right now there's like not that many compared to the first day. And even I didn't play for like the last, like yesterday. It's like I was on for like 20 minutes yesterday fishing. That's kind of it. Just got off. I'm like, I'm gonna go do something. Oh, so I don't even remember what I did. I was trying to listen to like an ebook or read an ebook as you're mining or whatever, but it's hard. Because it's always whenever you start mining or doing something, somebody PMs you or you get a random. It's like when I was fishing yesterday, I was sitting there for like a good 40 minutes just fishing. Then I got really thirsty and I went downstairs to get a cup of water. I came back and I'm logged out. I'm like, okay. I logged back in and there's no fishing net in my inventory. And I'm like, why? This has happened. And everybody's getting randoms like there's no freaking tomorrow. Which reminds me, I'm going to go watch a movie called the Day After Tomorrow, because I've been wanting to see that for like the last week and a half. And I have not gotten around to it. And then maybe watch some One Piece. That's like my favorite anime right now. I've not really caught up to it, or Naruto Shopping. I'm at on Naruto. I'm in that episode where the blonde girl Ino's team just beat that dude. They had to like team up, and the Choji, whatever, yeah, Choji had to just kill a spider. Yeah. Or I missed on it's on the floor now. That they had to like team up, and Choji had to like stop being such a nice guy. Oh, it was his sensei, yeah. It was his sensei that he had to beat, and then he finally had the balls to do it, and then that's where I stopped. One Piece, I watched like 3 episodes yesterday, which I was disappointed about. But at the same time, I kind of remembered how awesome One Piece is. It's like I could literally sit there and all day just watch One Piece over and over and over and over again. It's like, because I'm really into like pirates and all that good stuff. So, I mean, that's how I watched like entire, like from episode 1 to like episode 600 something. It literally took me like a month to do, and I was watching like a good 30 episodes a day, probably more. Not like a day, but like there were some days where I'd watch like 20 episodes. There were some that I'd watch like 40. Because I even was watching in like class half the time, and I was still passing with like all A's, which is kind of funny. But now it's got a bad effect because I didn't learn anything then, and now we're using it now, and I'm not doing so hot. So that's why I'm like, I'm gonna stop watching it, because I don't want to catch up to it either and be like, I'm caught up to it. There's no new episode for a week, and one episode does not really satisfy my needs of One Piece. Because One Piece is, if you've ever seen One Piece, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like you can sit there and watch it all day. It's such a funny and awesome show. It's like you don't even want to do something else. Even talking about it now, I'm on my laptop right now, and I've just opened up the website. And unfortunately, One Piece 86 has been postponed this week. Why? Why? Why has that been postponed? Oh yeah, they had a break or something. A friend of mine was telling me he's really into One Piece too. I'm not even on 600s yet. I'm on 500 something. The Sun Pirates split. Neptune's Execution Command. Back to the present. Horny makes another. Luffy sails from New World, and even Deep appears, swept into Fisherman's Island. Shino's king. The mermaid princess is a hard suicidal. The Runga class is occupied. The case of the kidnapped Shorohoshi. I think this is one I'm on right now. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna go back an episode. I have a feeling that's the episode I'm on, but Alright, I'm gonna end this commentary here because I'm really gonna get into watching this now. Okay, bye. Thanks for watching.